Hey IVitaPulse family, welcome all of you. Tell the truth. Does it feel like this when you wake up in the morning? I definitely went out for a marathon in the evening. Today we will try to find out why you are so tired. But this is not an ordinary go to bed early video. Information that will really make a difference is waiting for you. The reason for fatigue is not just with little sleep. Why am I always tired? Let's solve the question together. We are very sure that you will remember this video every time your energy is lacking. First of all, let's ask ourselves, what do we mean by sleep quality? One of you said, I'm sleeping for 8 hours. What's the problem? We seem to hear you ask. Just as the duration of sleep will not be enough for this, the quality of sleep is also very important. We can make sleep look like a movie. In other words, if there are too many ads in the movie and you miss important places, you will not enjoy this movie. The body goes through 3 main stages while we sleep. 1. Light sleep. The body gradually transitions to sleep, but the perception of its surroundings is clear. 2. Deep sleep. It's time for complete rest. Muscles are novated. Immunity is strengthened. 3. REM sleep. The dreaming phase. The brain works in this process, consolidating memories and balancing emotions. REM sleep is the most important point of sleep. He can also call it VIP. If you miss this, your brain will make it feel like you couldn't go to the party when you wake up in the morning. For example, if you wake up in the morning and you don't remember exactly what happened in your dream, it probably means that you missed this phase as well. But among the things that will affect you in everyday life, phone and computer, stress and coffee, affect this process decently. Blue light reduces the production of melatonin. Melatonin, as a sleep hormone, controls the quality of your sleep. For example, if you're someone who scrolls through Instagram with your phone before going to bed at night, your melatonin level will decrease and your sleep quality will decrease. Do you look at the phone before going to bed? You can share the answer to this question with us by writing yes or I admit in the comments. According to Harvard Medical School, melatonin levels can drop by up to 30% in individuals exposed to blue light before bedtime. This almost disables the brain from working at night and consolidating memories. And what is the result? You didn't get enough sleep, but you went to bed, and you're tired. Also, sleeping too much can cause you to wake up tired, because the body causes disruption of your biological rhythm when you sleep too much and irregularly. Now let me give you an analogy. A person with poor sleep quality is like a person trying to get into a concert without buying a VIP ticket. There's a party, but he can't have fun. Remember that a quality sleep strengthens your immune system, speeds up your metabolism, and makes you more energetic during the day. Finally, I also want to talk about these issues. Asterisk short naps of 10 to 20 minutes fulfill your energy. But a 2 to 3 HR nap affects your sleep pattern at night and causes you to wake up more tired. I want to give you a few super simple but effective ideas that will affect your sleep quality. 1. Keep a regular sleep schedule. Your body has a great connection with the biological clock. Going to bed and getting up at regular hours affects your sleep quality. 2. Stay away from blue light and screen. Step away from devices such as tablets, phones, television for 1 hour before going to bed. Thus, melatonin production will not be damaged. 3. Improve your sleeping environment. Your room should be as dark and quiet as possible. If your neighbor's cat is playing a concert, try earplugs. In addition, the best room temperature ratio should be between 18 to 20 degrees Dec. 4. Stop caffeine after the evening. Coffee lovers beware. Pay attention to your coffee drinking after 14:00. Remember that caffeine can stay in the body and affect your sleep. 5. Relaxation sessions before bedtime. Meditation, light yoga, reading books make it easier for you to fall asleep. But definitely do not carry belongings or do exercise. I also want to remind you before I forget this. Stay away from heavy meals before going to bed at night, because your stomach will try harder to digest and it will affect your sleep quality. One last thing, if your sleep problems continue, definitely do not neglect to get professional help at this point, because diseases such as sleep apnea, restless leg syndrome can also cause fatigue. Now let's come to water, which is the fuel of the body. Our body contains about 60% water. This ratio is critical for brain function, digestion, circulation, and many other systems. What happens when you don't drink enough water? How do we understand the signal? Fatigue. But surprisingly, thirst often manifests itself as a headache and low energy. If you have a constant feeling of fatigue, maybe it's because of thirst. For example, you worry when your phone is at 1% charge, right? It gives the same reaction in your body when you are dehydrated. On a daily basis, it is necessary to drink at least 2 liters, that is, about 8 glasses of water. But this amount is too much for those who do sports and in hot weather. Do not forget that water is life. Vitamins play an important role in your body's energy production. Vitamin B, 12, iron, and vitamin D are among the deficiencies that cause the most fatigue. Vitamin B12 deficiency. It has a serious effect on the nervous system. If it is deficient, dizziness, weakness, concentration disorder occur. Iron deficiency. It is known as anemia, heart palpitations, shortness of breath, and extreme fatigue begin. Vitamin D deficiency. It creates November muscle weakness, bone aches, and a general feeling of fatigue. If you feel tired all the time, if you have shortness of breath, we strongly recommend that you consult a doctor and have a blood test. Definitely do not use your vitamin supplements on your own. An incomplete or excessive dose can lead to other problems. Remember, vitamins are little heroes. When they are lacking, the energy army weakens. Of course, there are other criminals who can cause fatigue. Stress. High stress hormone cortisol for a long time makes the body tired and reduces energy production. Poor diet. Fast food, sugar, and processed foods deeply interfere with the body's energy production. Inactivity. Movement is necessary for energy production. A sedentary life increases fatigue. Of course, there are ways to cope with stress. Breathing exercises, meditation, and hobbies are one way to solve it. It is necessary to eat a healthy diet, consume fresh vegetables, fruits, proteins, and healthy fats. It is necessary to take a walk or light walk for at least 30 minutes daily. Some tips that you can apply in everyday life. Start the day by doing light stretching and breathing exercises. Do not forget about short walks between descent. Definitely do not neglect to drink water during the day. Consume energizing natural foods without being dependent on coffee. Stick to your sleep pattern. Remember, small changes make a big difference. Now I'm asking you, when is the moment when you feel most tired? In the morning or in the afternoon? What kind of ways are you trying to cope with fatigue? Share it with us in the comments. The IVitaPulse family supports each other here. Here are the energy-filled secrets from IVitaPulse for you. Why am I always tired? The answer to the question. Actually, the answer to this question is very simple. There are just overlooked details. Sleep quality, water consumption, vitamin balance, and lifestyle. When you put these things in your way, your fatigue will also fly away. If you liked this video, don't forget to like it, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Have a lot of energy, friends.